I was starting from complete scratch on a freshly wiped PvP server solo in Ark Survival Evolved, and it started like any other wipe with a no run. Once I'd reached a high enough level, I headed over to Ragnarok where I could start grinding out a PT and get some tools and basic structures going. I had a pretty clear base location in mind. Unfortunately, the servers were beyond capped. There were a ton of people, so I basically had to move as fast as possible to secure my base location. I mean, these servers had literally hundreds of people on them. I was drowning in people. So I quickly got the legs on me and got everything I needed to tame a PT. The first thing I had to do though was go and find a horse, which I quickly managed to do. Unfortunately, it dived straight into the water away from me. Come back. It wasn't the end of the world though, because I quickly tamed him with my unrivaled intelligence and he didn't end up getting the better of me because he is just a dumb horse. Pretty quickly the journey to find a high level PT begun, and I did find one and curb stomped it immediately. Before I could tame it though, I had to find a sheep, and once I found one I did a similar thing and painted the floor with its insides. At this point I feel like it's the perfect moment to mention that this video is in fact sponsored, so massive thanks to Raiders of the Lost Ark. They actually have an incredibly cool cluster that you should 100% check out. It's only available for PS4 and PS5 players at this stage, but they do have 7-man tribes, 10 times taming, and harvesting, weekly events, alpha cluster monthly events, and a very community active server. So if it sounds like something you'd be interested in, make sure to check them out. I'll leave the link to join their Discord at the very top in the description. And once again, massive thanks to them for sponsoring the video. Let's get back to the Ark journey. Once the PT was up, I decided to head straight to my location, but before I could build there, I needed to clear it out a little bit. So this is just a little bit of a time lapse of me doing it. I know I'm probably going to get a lot of questions about where this location is. It is quite common, and I'll be pretty surprised if there are people that don't know where it is, but if you don't know where it is, make sure to join my Discord, which I'll leave under the link for the Raiders of the Lost Ark Discord. And if you want to hit me up and know where this is, just send me a message and I'll be sure to send you the coordinates. But it is in the Blue Orb Cave, and it is just in a little hole in the roof. But once I'd cleared everything out and I dropped all of the stuff, I grappled up into the hole and I started to build my base location. I didn't want anything too fancy, it didn't really need to be, so I just decided to place some triangle foundations and then place some forges. And once I'd placed the forges, I decided to also place a smithy and get the base looking pretty nice. At this stage I just wanted to get some metal going, so that's kind of exactly what I did. I went on a very big metal farm so I could fill the forges, so I might do a little bit of a montage here just so you guys can, just so there's a bit of proof that I'm actually farming. I don't fake my videos. So that's exactly what I did. I left the base location and I got out my pickaxe and I went to farm. Once I'd farmed around 12,000 metal, I chucked it all in the forges and I turned them on. Pretty much all I needed to do now was get some turrets up in this base location. It wouldn't really matter if I did get them, but it felt like a productive thing to do, so I decided I would go on a big farm and get everything I needed. Okay, so I'm just farming. I was farming like a second ago, but I have found a guy here, so I'm decided I'm going to PvP him. This could end badly for me, but you've got to take risks. No way. My man is an absolute clown and he doesn't have any parachutes. That is unfortunate for him. That truly is. I did forget to mention as well that the drops are boosted on the server, but not by too much. Alright, so once I'd done a bunch of farming, it was time to turn the base into metal. So I destroyed the stone foundations that were in my base and I was just switching them all around. The next thing I did was place a generator and a fabricator and get the cables out so I could place a turret. And I know this turret is pretty much going to be useless, but it felt like I was defending the base. I'm aware that this location is terrible to defend, but I was just, you know, I was only here to farm metal really. But once I did all of that, I knew it was time to go and raid some bases, so I turned the fabricator on and I went and crafted some C4, and then I went out to scout. Alright, so I found a base to raid here. It's just in a cave, and there are electrical junction boxes out in the open. So I'm thinking I can get like a sneaky turret. Oh, something happened there. Yep, something definitely happened. Okay, so I think I've turned off like half their turrets, but not all. So I think what I'm going to try and do is scale down here, hopefully, and be okay. This might end really terribly, but I've turned off like 3 of the heavies, so I shouldn't get hit. I'm not sure if that's how it works though. I'm just going to go for it. We seem to be okay. Oh. Okay. Yep. No, maybe not. Okay, so I'm just over on the center here because I've got to go and tame a new PC. I probably could have gone back to base and get the stuff that I needed, but I did find this little 2x2 stone. Oh, the guy's here. I've got an Arthur Plur here that I was going to use to break into his base, but... Oh. I feel like I'm at a little bit of a disadvantage here, I won't lie. It's a 2-on-1, but still, he's pretty kitted. Come on, man. Go, Arthur. Oh, no. Arthur, man, come on, help me. This guy's a weapon. Oh, what a shot. Get him. Go for him. I'm saying a lot. I think I've got his hatchet. That's unlucky. Get him off me. Yes. What a weapon. Alright, so in an unlikely turn of events, me and this guy we're a bit chill now. I think we've made friends. We both want to get inside this little base here. But my Arthur is not hurrying up. But yeah, we've called a little bit of a truce. One might even call that teaming, but I just call it being civilized. This man is throwing a bit of a spanner in the works. This isn't good. I don't know where my teammate's going either. Oh, come on, yeah, there you go. You fight him, and I'll get... Come on, man. Arthur, you've got to move. We don't have time to waste here. Get going. Alright, so that ended quite tragically for me and my teammate, but it looks like he did end up leaving the base and left us with scraps, but he does have a lot of metal that he didn't take with him, so I'm just going to take that, and yeah, we'll use it to tame a new PT, and then I'll go and look for some more bases to raid. Okay, so I did find a base to raid. Thankfully, after a bit of scouting, I did come across something that I believed would be possible. But I'll show you guys why I think it's possible. So if we head up to the location, and IK mode, as you can see, they've got a fair few heavies. It looks a bit, you know, difficult to complete, especially with what I've got. You wouldn't think normally that I would be able to raid this, but unfortunately, the way he's built his base, he's placed a cliff plat at the back, which normally would be fine. You know, no issues there. That's a pretty good tactic to defending that location. But the way he's done it, the cliff plat actually sticks through the tree here, like just a little bit, and I think that's going to be his undoing here. Because if you look closely, the generator is on that cliff plat, which means all I need to do is blow that up, and yeah, we're in the base. So that's what I'm going to go do now. I'm just hoping that I have enough C4 to destroy this, but I think it should be okay. It turns out I didn't have enough C4 to blow this cliff plat, but I did go back and make more. So I should be able to get rid of it now with no issues. Imagine this little corner being the downfall of your base. You'd be fuming. Alright, so I may or may not have forgotten to record myself entering the base. I'm sorry, okay? I should be better than this. Please don't unsubscribe. Alright, so I just ran through that base and I got pretty much everything out of it. They didn't have much aside from a bunch of gunpowder and metal, but their turrets were pretty full of ARB, which I managed to get out. But they didn't have like any tames at all. Like, I had a very good scout around and I couldn't see anything in the base. But yeah, there wasn't too much to show there. I'm at the next base now that I want to raid, and I'll show you guys sort of the location. So it's just up here in this hole, but I want to see where these guys start shooting. Yeah, here. Okay, so I think the way to do this one is to hang here and then shoot rockets up. Which is, I went and prepared a rocket launcher as well, I should probably mention. I just have to hope I don't get clipped on that wall to my right there and shoot myself, because that would be a bit embarrassing. I'm going to do that now that I've said it. Yeah, I called that. Alright, this feels much better. Hey, okay, my... This isn't good. This is not good at all. I need to get in the water. How did he get... Oh my. That is quite unfortunate. Alright, so that's probably going to be the end of the episode there, guys. I hope you did enjoy. We're very close to 20,000 subscribers, so if you wouldn't mind, make sure to press subscribe and like the video. It really helps me out. Have a good one. I'll see you in the next video.